Change of plans. Parents everywhere are probably just freaking out. We've been keeping his name a secret from everyone. Only me and you know it.
How are you feeling about delivery?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling excited. I'm not afraid. I feel like really mentally ready, to be honest.
I have always wanted to be a dad. I feel like that's one of my key life purposes, being a dad.
All right, Daniel, what are we doing? Oh, you're so far from me, like an ant.
We are heading to the public library, and we're going to be going into specifically the children's section of the public library. And
Because we have a feeling we might be spending a lot of time there soon.
this is going to be a place that will likely take our son a lot. And we're going to have a conversation about what we're most excited about for parenting. So I'm looking forward to that.
Awesome. Change of plans. The kids' floor is closed. Oh my gosh. Parents everywhere are probably just freaking out. So we're going to the top floor because there is. Oh, what's this?
I'll talk about it.
Oh my gosh. Well, I was gonna say maybe our kid would look like that, but we're having a boy, so probably won't look like that. But yeah, I guess there's programs over here. Let's check it out. Oh, look at the carpet. It's so nostalgic.
We should definitely walk in and check it
I
out.
think so.
Oh,
I had
locked.
a feeling.
No
Look,
adventuring today.
sensory story time. That just.
What do you think sensory
screams.
story time means? Kind of
It's
makes me
like-
nervous.
It's like they do things like play with water or clay or like stuff like that.
That makes sense. Engaging the senses.
But what's also really cool about this floor that I was going to say in the elevator is that there's like, what do they call it? Like a garden rooftop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We should head up there for
Okay.
sure. As
Okay, we made it. we made it.
we're out
outside.
here, the garden rooftop.
It's a beautiful.
No children's
October
program,
day.
no children's level. I think they're trying to send us a message.
It's
It's
okay.
not yet time for us to
It
be in the
happens.
kids section. But here we are, beautiful city, beautiful day. I want to start talking about a few things. I'm going to ask Mariah a few questions,
Okay.
and I'm going to just grab the camera,
Okay.
turn it around. Okay, Mariah. What has been actually your favorite part of being pregnant in the fall?
The best part of being pregnant in the fall is the last few weeks I've been off of work, and we've had days like this. Usually it rains here, but today and days like this are so beautiful. They're like my favorite type of days. A little bit cold, and hello. And so I've just been taking lots of time outside to go walk. And it's just been so beautiful. It's my
Yeah.
favorite ever.
Mariah, sometimes I just reflect on how surreal it is that we're going to have a real baby in our hands.
I know.
Like, it feels like for so long we've been operating in theoreticals,
Yeah.
but the fact that there's going to be an actual baby that we're holding, not just a crib that we're kind of passing in the nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just hits me sometimes that we're actually going to be holding a baby, welcoming a new member to our family.
I know.
Which
And we'll
I'm
actually get to
excited
say his name out loud. We've been keeping his name a secret from everyone. Only me and you know it.
Sometimes it feels weird, to be honest, but
To keep it a secret, yeah. But you know what? We've done it for this long, so
it's the hardest when people ask, so what's the name? And then we have to be like, oh, we're going to announce when he's born.
it just makes them feel awkward for
I don't know.
asking. And
Anyways,
it's good to be sitting here with you.
it's a beautiful day, sun is shining.
To give you guys context, we are like literal days, maybe hours
Maybe hours.
away from meeting our
labor?
son. Yeah, from
is
labor
true.
starting. Like, I don't have any signs of labor yet, but you never know. It could come on at any time. So
Mariah, how are you feeling about delivery?
I'm feeling good.
Like, you're
I'm
going to be
feeling-
delivering a child.
I know. I'm feeling excited. I'm not afraid. I feel like really mentally ready, to be honest. So I'm excited for the experience. I'm actually I'm really curious about the level of pain. I'm also curious about the feeling of the lack of sleep that we're going to have in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
I don't feel scared for any of that. I'm just like, oh, what's that experience going to be like?
I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
We have
I
a lot
think
of
so
support
too.
around us.
We do. We're blessed.
I'm going to be taking 4 weeks off work,
Mm-hmm.
so we'll be home together. We'll be able to share the load. I did want to ask you, Mariah, something that's unique is that you're going to be a boy mom.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not unique in the world in that there's probably 50% of mothers are
Our boy moms.
boy moms,
Yeah.
but unique in the sense that it's not a girl mom.
Mm-hmm.
How do you
So unique. Oh my gosh.
how do you feel about that? Like,
I feel excited. I
Yeah.
feel ready. I've had a lot of people say to me that they like really saw that for me, that they're
Mhm.
like, oh, that totally makes sense that you're a boy mom. So that's felt affirming.
I see that for you.
But yeah, no, I'm honestly, my arm's
When-
getting a
when
little
people
tired.
Oh, let me trade. Let me trade. When people
There
say
we
they
go.
see that for you,
I usually could switch it up with the other arm. But
what do you think they see?
I think it's because I'm not an overly girly girl,
Yeah,
and so that's what they're like getting at, kind of.
yeah, and you're
Yeah.
nurturing but strong.
Yeah, I think maybe that's what they're talking
Yeah.
about. But yeah, no, I'm excited to have a little boy, and boys really love their moms, I feel like. So it's like, oh, I'm so excited for that. So Daniel, how do you feel
Yes,
about
Mariah.
becoming a father?
I feel great. I'm really looking forward to bringing a son into the world.
I feel like
I'm
you've always
excited.
wanted to be a dad.
I have always wanted to be a dad.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's one of my key life purposes, being a dad.
Wow, that's kind of heavy.
And I don't say that lightly. I'm excited just to like do the normal things,
Mhm.
like, and almost like invite a son, a child, and children in the future into how we see the world and how great God is and how beautiful people are, but how flawed the world is, and how to carry like a soft heart
Mm-hmm.
while being strong in your convictions and what you believe.
Wow.
And I think that sometimes we can go one of two ways as we go throughout the world. It's like we can be really naive and almost like frivolous and like, I don't care, I'm complacent and everyone's innocent. Or you can be really hardened by the brokenness in the world. And I'm excited to teach our kids how to hold both the tension of
Mm-hmm.
like the beauty of life,
Mm-hmm.
but also the brokenness of life with nuance and intentionality. So looking forward to inviting our son into that.
Extremely well said, Daniel. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's some major crying going on.
Well, we're heading out. I wouldn't necessarily call that visit to the library a huge success.
No, we found no kids things.
Everything that we wanted to do was closed. Kids programming, and then the whole floor of the library, that's for kids,
It's literally
is under construction. So
closed.
yeah,
So
so we're
hopefully in
gonna
a
head out.
few months, when our son's ready to come to the library, it'll be open again. But
Can you give us a bump date, Mariah? It's
it might be
awesome.
my last one.
That's what 39/40 weeks looks like.
I'm pretty much at the point where I'm only wearing Daniel's clothes now. It's really challenging.
You wear my clothes better than I do. So.
Thanks.
Mariah, you know what this feels like?
What?
This kind of feels like, remember MTV Cribs
Yeah,
back in the day?
it does feel like
Where
you're
I'm
like bringing me to your house.
Yeah, this is my crib.
Like a huge house.
We went with these aluminum railings. We horizontally lit the stairs so that it's our friend that sometimes comes over.
He looked. Why? Made me feel really
And
awkward.
we have books all over our house, but don't ask why we have books.
And don't ask why they're labeled with
Don't
the
ask
Dewey
why there's so
Decimal
many people at our
System.
house. But anyways, welcome to our crib. Sometimes in context of welcoming our son into the world, people will ask us, like, do you feel ready?
Mhm.
And I'm cognizant to say we're as ready as we're going to be,
Mhm.
because similar to marriage, you can only be so ready for
Right.
parenting.
You have to just experience.
Yeah, part of it's like I just need to be thrown into it with the best of what we were able to learn over the
Mhm.
last 9 months, but also throughout our lives, right?
Mhm.
And it's this crazy thing where you are raising a kid in this world with the best of yourself
Yeah.
and the worst of yourself. And sometimes, and it's an intimidating thought to go like, oh man, there's all these kids in the world walking throughout like life, going throughout life with all these childhood traumas because of the worst of their parents.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm like, oh man, at the end of the day, the best thing I can offer my kid is not like this crazy like bougie lifestyle or like everything that they want. But the best thing I can offer our children or our child is the healthiest version of myself.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's so true. You can get in your head about, like, how is my kid gonna come out okay when, like, you know, even I had great parents, but, like, I was still negatively affected by them in some ways. But I think, like, you can spend your time worrying about that, but at the end of the day, you just have to trust, like, that, I don't know, for us, we trust God, that God has our kid, and that it's, like, far beyond our own efforts.
It's not about us, it's about him. Yeah.
And, like, but we still make our best effort in light of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.